UFC. I am the greatest combat actor of all time.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of Teletape. I'm your host, Henry Cejudo, aka Triple C. And on this episode of Teletape, I'm going to be breaking down Sean O'Malley versus Chito Vera. Obviously, guys, with the flyweight division, the bantamweight division spicing up. Now we know that the winner of this fight is going to fight Marlon Vera. I mean, this episode wouldn't be possible without our sponsors. That's right, Aptive, one of the largest sales companies in the world. They're gonna teach you how to sell. Yep, that's right. I said they will teach you how to sell. They will house you. They will teach you the curriculum. How is it that you're supposed to sell? So you will be going door to door knocking. But guess what, guys? I know between 17 and 18-year-olds who are making close to $1 million to $500,000 a year for going college. So you guys make sure to go to summersales.org/Triple C because it is time to level up. Here we have it. Sean O'Malley versus Chito Vera. Marlon Vera, number 5, obviously the champ, and Sean O'Malley. 17-1 and 1 no contest. Apparently there was an eye poke in there that gave that no contest to a guy like Chito Vera, who's a veteran of the game. But right now, something that really comes to mind for a guy like Chito Vera, I mean, that's 10 submissions. I mean, out of his 30-some fights, he's submitted quite a bit of people, and he's TKO'd people. Rarely does this dude really go through decision. Yeah, does he have decisions? 100%. I mean, those are the 23 of his fights, but the majority of the time, he's either knocking people out, TKOing people, or submitting. To Sean O'Malley, 1 submission, to 12 KOs, 4 decisions. I mean, you think of a number like this, especially not having that many fights, because if you think about it, dude, he has 16 fights total in MMA. Could those 4 decisions, especially with somebody who's durable, who's accustomed to 5-round fights, like Chito Vera, I mean, will he be able to hang? 5'11" to 5'8", 72-inch reach, 70.5, obviously similar in age. Other than that, guys, this fight is very similar in the sense of, he's 3 inches taller, but still, it's not too bad. And obviously the reach ain't too bad either. But without further ado, let's get to Sean O'Malley's strengths. I mean, obviously he's come a long ways, man. Sean O'Malley has come a long ways, but what is it that makes Sean O'Malley, what is it that makes his striking really good? It's his movement, what he was able to do with Aljamain Sterling, juke, set traps to eventually go. And obviously, along with his feints, like he'll carry everything with his feints. He does a really good job of juking and getting people to pause and getting people to freeze before he actually attacks. And the fact that he's able to do all that, and now he's, with straight punches, even knees up the middle, the way he caught a guy like Petr Yan. I mean, super impressive, man, what he's been able to do with his movement, and obviously his striking. His ability to set traps. I mean, he'll use the movements. He'll use the movements to be able to get people to follow for him to eventually start going. So now he's using his lateral movements to get people to follow to set the trap to eventually do his feint, and then eventually go and catch you with something big. And honestly, the last thing is, he's coming off of the biggest, I mean, obviously he became the UFC champ. He beat Aljamain Sterling. He beat him. He beat him. I mean, he caught him with that beautiful right. Could have Aljo kept going? Yeah, 100%. But whatever it is, he ended up getting the victory. I'm sounding like a fucking hater right now, but it is what it is. But now let's go over his weaknesses. And this is one of the biggest things too that I see with Sean, is his threshold, his inability of, could he go 5 rounds? Yeah, he did knock out Sterling. He did get that stoppage with Sterling in the second. But will he get it? Will he be able to feel like that and do that for 5 rounds? I mean, a lot of, when I watched this fight with Petr Yan, there's a lot of things that was missing with him, and that Petr Yan didn't capitalize on. And I don't know why Peter was winning the stand-up game. He could have kept it on his feet, but he decided to take him down. This was one of the biggest no-nos for Petr Yan. But it's his composure. He'll look at the clock. You can tell when he gets tired. You'll see the fatigue in his face. Alongside with his takedown defense, I mean, Yan was taking him down. A lot of people could take a lot of the guys that don't have that crazy wrestling. They're having their way with a guy like Sean. But his takedown defense. You know, could that be something that Chito could possibly expose? And not least, he's never gone 5 rounds. It's different, man. It's different. Training for a 3-round fight is different than training for a 5-round. Training for a 5-round fight is the training is just different. The threshold is just different. So the fact that he's champion right now and he hasn't gone 5 rounds, that's a little sketchy to me. So I'm curious to see, you know, whether his youth can pretty much carry him through those 5 rounds. And without further ado, you know, against Marlon Chito Vera, his strengths, his forward pressure. He knows how to press people. He presses people, and the way that he does it, I mean, he's locked in, he's loaded. He doesn't care if you hit him, but he's going out there to pretty much take that distance and eventually throw and turn it into a dogfight. You know, his ground game. 43% of his wins come via submissions. This dude's tricky on his back. Like, he's looking for submissions. He's super active off of there. Do I wish he'd probably try to get up to his feet a little sooner? Yeah, 100%. But that being said, he's submitted people. He knows how to use his elbows off the bottom to eventually turn them into, you know, triangle chokes and just submissions. His confidence, you know, he's the only person to defeat Sean O'Malley. He's done it before. He knows what it's like to be in there with him. You know what I'm saying? Has Sean really changed or evolved that much? I will say this, if there's one area that this man could expose him is that damn leg kick. And I think he knows that. It'll always be there. It'll always be there because Sean has the exact same stats. Maybe he's a lot further out now, but he still has that leg there. It's gonna be really hard to kind of it's gonna be really hard for Sean to adjust that leg. So for that reason, I think because he's been there already with him, it's gonna make it better. But I think the biggest thing for me for this fight, it comes down to the dog in him. Could he shape his body to where he could really get leg kicked and turn his body into a callus to where he can just allow Sean to throw? Maybe give up the first round. I would even say give up the first 2 rounds and watch him pick it up in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round, because this dude gets better as the fight goes on. His weaknesses, he's a slow starter. This is why this might be in his benefit as long as he has good defense against Sean. Just let Sean throw. Just take the punishment, take the pain. Remember what that feels like in the first round and start coming back slowly but surely in the middle of the 2nd round. You know, but he is a slow starter. His movement, and he's too linear. He's kind of still flat-footed. Like what Corey Sagan was able to do with those lateral movements, it really threw off Marlon Vera based on those facts, man. Based on the facts that Marlon Vera has a hard time with people who move like this. You know, constantly chasing. He had a hard time too with Dominic Cruz as well. And I felt like Dominic was winning that fight before he got that foot to the face. But either way, he has trouble with movements. And I think that's somewhere where maybe a guy like Sean O'Malley is looking to maybe do, but can he do that for 5 rounds? That's the question mark. And sometimes he relies on those big shots a little too much. You know, he did catch Frankie Edgar with that kick. He did catch Dominic Cruz with that kick. But if he doesn't catch these people at the very end with something big, like he could be that, he could just be that volume fighter. But he was able to catch these dudes big. And sometimes he's too comfortable in that pocket, aka the fight zone. You know, he's been in there with Jose Aldo, where Jose Aldo got the best of him because he was exchanging with the more conventional striker than him. Little things in that area, but sometimes you gotta go for broke. But I will say this man has never been knocked out. Let's go. Let's get to our stats. Strikes landed per minute. The guy who's more active. You know, Sean O'Malley, he comes out swinging. This guy's a little slow starter. You know, strikes absorbed per minute defensively. You know, again, Sean with the better defense. His distance is a lot more out there. He's a lot more agile. Takedown accuracy. Wow. Okay, we gotta go with Sean again. Apparently. That's crazy. This guy he doesn't go for takedowns. He doesn't believe in wrestling. And then takedown defense. Not bad at 70%. 70% of his takedown defense in comparison to Sean O'Malley. You know, submission average right here. I love these stats because it puts things into perspective, but we also have to understand and see who is it that we've actually fought. This man has fought a lot of people. He's fought, yeah, he hasn't fought the champion or things like that, but he's fought a lot more contenders, a lot more of the upcoming guys than a guy like Sean O'Malley. I do believe that this fight really comes down to game plan. I really do believe that this fight really just comes down to discipline. Could this man be solid defensively, take the pain, take whatever it is that Sean's gonna give you in those first couple rounds in order for him to start picking it up between the third, fourth, and fifth, and pretty much, you know, have the ability to be able to have good defense, but also chase that lead leg of Sean O'Malley. Because if he could do that, then it's all here. Then it's all Marlon Chito Vera. But if he cannot, Chito Vera might just juke him the whole damn time. He might just play that Phoenix Suns basketball, and for 5 rounds, if he's super conditioned, if that's his game plan, because I imagine a guy like this who's even taller is going to be a little bit more problematic for a guy like Sean, because he is accustomed to fighting shorter guys like Jan, guys like Aljamain Sterling. I mean, obviously this guy's about a couple inches taller than both of these guys, but either way, this fight is intriguing. But who is it that's more likely going to win this fight? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Sean. You know, but I still don't think you'll get past. I still think you're a clown. I think, you know, I just believe like this clown nose goes straight on you. And yeah, I lost. I'll take it. But I think you're about to lose a guy who's actually a number 5. I do believe if Chito actually sticks to the game plan, kicks your fucking leg, he runs you down for 5 rounds and just stalks you, catch you looking at the clock, I do believe that Chito Vera is not only going to beat Sean O'Malley, but he's actually going to stop him. So for that reason, I'm going Chito Vera via stoppage, maybe within the 4th or 5th round. Up your damn defense, kick that damn leg, you know, chase him down, let him throw, custom your body to taking kicks or whatnot. And I think for that reason, it could be an easy fight, again, for the one and only Marlon Chito Vera. And this episode wouldn't be possible without our sponsors. That's right, I'm talking about Aptive. These guys will teach you how to sell. These guys are professional. These guys will house you. These guys will give you an opportunity that will change your life forever. I know between guys that are 17, 18 years old that are foregoing college, that are making $500,000 to $1 million a year just based on sales. So you guys make sure to go to summersales.org/CCC because it is time to level up. Till next time, Triple C is out.